Hello, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. Are y'all ready for part 2 of Summer Art Journal 2021? Today we're going to create our own stamps. We're going to create some quote squares. That's how I'm going to describe it. We're going to do something called a card peek, which is mentioned in the book by Gina Rossi Armfield. And basically all you need for that is a greeting card of some that maybe something you got recently or whatever. We're going to do the stamp carving. If you have any ephemera from the weekend, a wrapper from some fireworks, you know, any of that. If you have any of that, feel free to add it to your journals. Okay. Hi, Renee. I'm glad somebody typed in because all I'm seeing is a black screen there for a minute. So make sure we have live chat. And of course, it's not letting me choose live chat. Hi, Sharon. And my son just left for work. The cats are all settled in, so I think we're good. So let's start with the stamp carving. I did this little vine while I was waiting just to get me warmed up and used to it. It's been a while since I carved. As they say, it's been a minute. So we'll let some more folks get in. It says 6 people watching and I have 3 people. So let's see here. So today you're just going to need 2 of your pages, which one will be the back of part 2. So here's the ones we did last week, if you missed it. Here we go. This was page 1. We did not do this side, but that's going to be our cover. Hi, Mina. This was page 2. And so what we're going to work on is the back side of page 2. We're going to set this one out of the way, and then we're going to grab another page. And yes, mine are 2 different sizes, but as long as the holes line up when I bind it, it's all good. So let's do a little prep work on this. So you can put whatever you might like as your background. I am sorry about the autofocus. I have no way to turn it off anymore. It's just gone. Feel free. If the gesso, see, the reason I'm doing this is my page 1, all I have on here is gesso and then the items. On this one, I painted the sections and I liked how it looked better. This week, we're going to create components to add to the pages, but I'm not going to tell you where to put them. It's your journal. You decide where you want to line them up. I'm not going to divide the page up for you. You have to take what we create and make your page your own, okay? So to start, I'm going to go ahead and paint my 2 pages, and I picked this aqua and a white, and I'm just going to kind of mix them together and just sponge my background. I do have, we are going to do an artist trading card. That's part of the card peek activity. I'm going to lift this up a little bit. And sorry about the shadows, guys. We've got that storm is moving up along the coast, so we'll see how we do today. We're going to make the artist trading card with the card peek, and I'll describe that later. We're going to carve a stamp or a couple stamps, whichever you guys want to do, and you can utilize those on your pages. We are going to create some watercolor and some colored pencil, just journaling spots. So I might need some help with some summer quotes that we could share in the chat, can jot down. So if you want to do that, if you're not playing along with the pages, if you want to look up some quotes or whatever, I have quotes that I can look up on my phone. Think of a summer theme. We're going to do 2 pages of them. of the quotes, but we'll only use like one today, and the rest you can use later. I want to make some stuff up ahead so you can say, oh, I've got a quote all ready to go, and all I got to do is stick it down. All right. And so that's all we need to get going. So let's go. The magazine images, I just picked out a couple cute images to add to it, and Tippy's coming up. Get it over with, boy. Come on. I'm going to put you outside if you come up here. Buddy, you're going to have to go lay down, honey. Or go out on the porch. I might end up having to put him out just so I can do. I love this aqua color. And the reason I'm doing it on the page just here, because I played earlier and I kind of liked the way it looked when they were kind of put together and then put down. But you decorate your page or get your background down any way you want to. I just wanted some color in the background. This kind of looks like sky. We'll set these aside to dry. And then we'll work on our stamp. So if you guys want to list some things or just talk about some things that you would love a stamp for that says summer. Ooh, cat fight. Tippy, she's already got that spot. Sorry, Callie. I'll set this aside to dry. We'll do this page real quick. He jumped up right on top of her and she was having none of it. Oh, and the neighbors next door, I discovered, have kittens. And they have 2 or 3 cats that run around outside, and now they've got these kittens. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad we don't let ours out. We would have a major problem with the city with all these cats. And of course, I put out too much that time. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Ann. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kathy. Did I miss anybody? So prep your pages. I had said to have them prepped like we had the first ones, and then I got to thinking I should have told them to go ahead and add color, but I decided, we'll just wait. We'll do that together. Okay, I'll throw that in my water. Set these aside to dry. And I need a wet one. Tippy, honey, you're going to have to lay down. See if I can get some of this off my fingers here a little bit. And I'll do my trick of spreading this paint out so it'll dry real quick. So, for anybody who doesn't know that might be new, after this, I'm only on for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Stop, take a break. Everybody get lunch, dinner, whatever it is that you do in the evenings or afternoon or whatever time it is. And then we meet back in Phibbsville on Facebook at 7:30. And it's a private chat. Everybody that watches, participates, is welcome to tag along over to there, and we share our projects and maybe discuss other things. It's just basically a chance to get together and talk about stuff. All right. So I will open that room at 7:30 and we'll go over there. I've already done this little vine, but I thought, what else can we do? I had a big block of this stuff that I just chopped up, and I thought I'd make one more stamped and make one with you guys. So I've got this little piece here. I always use a pencil and then do a marker, and you're going out. I'll be right back, guys. Tippy's going on the porch. Bye. Enjoy. Everybody else is sleeping, and Tippy always has to stir up trouble. So, well, let's do a stamp real quick. What sorts of things? I was thinking a bumblebee, but maybe you guys can come up with something else. Yes, Tippy's in timeout. I just want some generic summer type stamps, like a vine, and maybe how about we do just a sunshine? We could do a sunshine that says summer, and that's nothing but a circle, right? Circles are hard to carve, but let me see if I can do it. And then I'm just going to do some little stick-like rays out. And these don't have to be perfect. It's a handmade stamp, right? That one could probably come up closer to the circle. So let's make a stamp or two. Y'all make a stamp out of whatever you think would say what your summer's about. How about that? That should be interesting. Now let's see if I can get a marker. I used a real thin one earlier, and that's not really what you need. You need one that makes a kind of a chunky line. Hi, Candy. And Mary is here. Who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody else? I'm so glad y'all are enjoying this project. Oh, yes, the watermelon slice. That would be good. I wonder if I could do like that. All right. I always start with the littlest carving tool that's just a tiny little V, not the big honker. This one's really a U shape. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. One's narrower. Oh, hi, Patricia Stubbs. How are you? You guys, has anybody seen Danny Coleman lately? I saw where she lost all her channels, and that's been a while ago. But I have not seen her pop into a chat in a long time. I saw Mitts in Dee Dee's earlier today, but then we got quite a few folks that are MIA that we used to see all the time. I'm going to start in the middle and just kind of follow this around and move the piece like you do when you fussy cut. Slow and steady so you don't slip and cut yourself. That's never good when you cut yourself. Mary's got that good trick of where she puts the piece she's working on inside her ink pad on the underside. That's a good idea. I probably should do that. All right, I'm going to call, isn't that neat? Little worm. Now let's do the outside of it. I'm going to stand up. Oh, goodness. That explains where Mitts was. And you only see Danny in Facebook groups. Well, Danny, if you're listening, we miss you. And Kendra. Is Kendra in here? I haven't seen Kendra in forever either. I was watching Barbara Clark show all of her iCads that she's done. Wow. She had quite the stack of iCads. Now, I like to work from the center to the outer edge. And I'm just going to go down each side of these. To the outer edge. Now, last week, I know Mary and Violet, they worked on their pages in the evening. So if you wanted to just sit back and watch me right now, and then if you get stuck on anything or anything like that, you could come into the group and ask me questions. So it's like bonus time for anybody that's interested. And I promise, absolutely nobody that attends the group bites. Well, we got to watch out for Nettie every once in a while, but you know, we love our Nettie, but she's a wild woman. She's a wild woman. Her little grandson is just as precious as he can be. He pops in. He crafts with his grandma. I think that's great. Maybe one day I'll have grandchildren. I'm not holding my breath at this point, but Greg turns 35 next month. That I can't believe. Seems like just yesterday I had him. I'm going around on either side of my rays, and then I'll go around again. I might can get the chunky one in between these marks. I might just leave this as a little square and just let the rays be the little pieces I'm leaving behind. We'll stamp it out and see what it looks like, and I'll decide whether I want to keep it or take it further. I have to pay attention to this, so forgive me for missing the chat. I gotta know where my fingers are. Or this could turn into a very graphic live session. All right, I'm going to pull this. This one is very old timey. You just pull this out, and then you slide this one in. I think this is the one you get with the kit, maybe. I'm just going to take out the part that's in between. I do need to keep an eye on the weather because Bernadette's out in the yard. It's supposed to not move in until later, and we are supposed to get high winds from this tonight, from that storm. And thunderstorms, but nothing too crazy. I might be going deeper than I need to, but we went and saw Scott's mom for a few minutes. We woke her up. We just never know, when to go by. She's very concerned about why are we coming over and more often, and she doesn't understand. I watched that movie yesterday called The Whole 9 Yards. That was crazy. Anyway. Oh, another thing I need to mention, we've got Hoppus coming up, you guys, Friday. We have our Time for Art. I'll get the right words out eventually. Time for Art is this Friday. It's a live hop. I haven't decided what to do yet. I'm kind of leaving it to the last minute. And I'm struggling a little, Mary. I thought, oh, that'll be easy. And then I'm like, oh, maybe not for me. I'll come up with something just in the nick of time. All right. I'm just going to stamp it and see what we've got. All these eraser, or it's not an eraser. It's a speedball base. Let's see what we get. Yes, there is a theme. Mary, do you oh, there's going to be another schedule change. Aaron cannot make it. Okay. Mary, do you want to share the theme so everybody knows kind of what we're going to be doing? I have not put the schedule on my community tab yet because I was waiting to see if there was going to be some last minute changes again. We seem to get them occasionally. Let's see. Let's see. It's always like, what's the magic going to be here? Oh, I kind of like that. Let me put it on something you guys can see. How about that? Let's see. I've got some yellow here. Let me cut a piece of, or as my brother used to say, lello. I got Lolo. And was a real little guy. He's a granddad now. All right. So let's see what my son looks like. Inspired by the YouTube artist. So we have to pick a YouTube artist that inspires us, and then make a project. There's my sunshine. They do have some lumpy bumpies. I might work a little bit on the lumpy bumpies and see if I can get some of those off from there. Although it does look kind of cool. And then this is my other stamp that I did earlier. But these are going to be the stamps I use for this summer journal. I thought make one that's like a little accent stamp, like the sun, and then have one I can use as a border or a way to divide the page up. All right. This one looks funny because I didn't have room to put another leaf over here, but I think that looks pretty good. So that's my two stamps. I'm going to work on this one, sun, just a little bit more. And then we'll move on to the thing she calls a card peek. So if you have greeting cards, you can use those. And what you do is you basically, we're working on the 2.5 by 3.5, the ATC size, but you can make your little accent picture any size you want. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, well, lift her family up in your hearts. Oh. Oh, so sorry to hear that. She was always in the. That's what happens. I get to missing somebody, and then you hear they're gone. You know, I'm going to try to clean my rays up a little bit so they don't look like they're wearing sneakers. That's why I've always told Scott that if anything were to ever happen to me, unplanned, unforeseen, if anything were to ever happen to me, to get on and let Mary or Janet or Violet or somebody know so that y'all wouldn't be wondering. You know, I've got some folks that I used to watch all the time that, you know, I wonder about because it's like they just disappeared. Because this is a community, you guys. Like it or not, you're part of a community here. I know a lot of us struggle with having friendships locally. local to us. And this community here online really means a lot to us. So sorry, I've gone into concentration mode again. And I'll stamp this on the other side of that scrap. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's pages and hearing about your 4th of July. And we drove up to the little house again because Scott's sister wanted us to come and have a picnic with her up there. So we went up. I made coleslaw, and I made it with kale and red cabbage and green cabbage, and it turned out good. There was hardly any left. I put it in another dish and left it for them to eat the next day. Let's see what it looks like now. Yes, Janet, thank you for letting us know. I'm worried about Lori, our paint girlie. I hope she's okay. All right, let's see if it looks better, if my sunshine is still wearing sneakers or not. All right, let's see. Are you wearing sneakers? Oh, that's pretty good. If I could find my foam, these would stamp so much better. So I'm going to say I've done 2 stamps. Feel free to make as many stamps as you want to. And let me also say, if you are not up to, don't have the supplies for, or any of that, anywhere that we might use a handmade stamp, feel free to use a bought stamp or a sticker or anything that you have. Remember, I want this to be, I had these supplies already is why I'm doing this. But if you don't have these supplies, I don't want you to feel like you have to go out and buy them. Yes. Absolutely, Kathy and Janet. Oh, goodness. Well, I keep telling Scott I was going to make him get his, he has a YouTube channel, you guys. But we got to get him tool using primate. We need to get him using his tools. All right, so let's do what the Gina Rossi Armfield calls in her book card peaks. And what she says that is, I'm going to do that there. All right, let's do the card peak first. And when I was going through my stuff, I found this card here. This is a card that I'd already cut apart. But see, you can take your ATC and pick apart. If you make a window this size, then you could outline it. But I know it's this little part. So if I wanted to do my own little watercolor and have the flag and all of that on, I could. Or I could come over farther this way and just have the little cat sitting under a an archway, which I think I'm just going to do the little cat under an archway and let that be it for my watercolor for the card peek. But you feel free, whatever you have. If you don't have any cards laying around, grab a magazine and just pick a little section out of it to sketch and watercolor. You can do that. And I told Ann this before. If you feel like you don't do well with sketching or whatever, just use the card and cut ATC size out of it and put it in your book. Which what I might do is I might use this image in my journal and then my little ATC like that on the page. So they're both there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, share the husband's channels too. And I'll get Scott going on that. I told him, I said, you need to make more videos. I'm just going to do a little archway. And I'm using pencil just to give me some guidelines. And then this one comes up. And then I could do some greenery, which they just did. I'm just doing some little sketchy lines and make it come all the way down this way. And then I got to put a little cat down here. I have to go quiet to concentrate. Good enough. Kind of looks like a cat, doesn't it? Actually, it needs to be kind of angled, doesn't it? So that looks good enough. And then maybe have some other little flower or something come up here. All right, let me see what I can do with some watercolors. I don't know. We'll see. What did I do with the watercolors? I put them up really good. We just used them last week, right? What did I do with them? Oh, Becky. Oh, I set the laminator on top of them. No wonder I can't find it. Actually, you know what I might use this week is, if I can find them. Oh, there we are. I'm going to use the scribble stick and a little paintbrush. and see what I get. And I'm just going to make mine up because mine... Oh, is Jude here? Hi, Jude. Janet Nash. Hi, Janet Nash. I figured you'd be in Sleepyland. These scribble sticks, you can put the color down by scrubbing and then wet it like that. Or you can just pick the color up with a wet brush and put it on the paper. And move it around a bit. Try not to paint the cat blue, which would be okay though if you like blue cats. Oh, thank you, Jude. That was very sweet of you. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to lay a little color toward the back. Maybe my cat's sitting out in the garden. He's not up under the porch like it is in there. And remember, for white, you just leave it. Don't put any color on it. Thank you so much. I don't know if anybody else that monetizes noticed, but man, the amount you get is nothing anymore. I was kind of shocked when I was looking at my revenue report, which I had even thought about taking the ads back off, but it's my understanding now that if you don't choose where you want the ads and choose to have ads, they're going to put them on anyway, and they're going to get all the revenue. So it's better to let us, get a little something out of it here and there. I just was a little taken aback, and I know I've been kind of slack lately. I'm trying to do better. I'm on here today teaching y'all how to make a mess with watercolors. That one's almost too blue-greeny. Might let that set for a minute, and then I'll look and see what you guys are talking about. Yes, we will open the room at 7:30. It's already after 4. Let's see. I do. Let's see. We're doing the card peek right now. So I made a list. It's the supply list I put for y'all, but it's helping me kind of stay on track. For the watercolor and colored pencils for the little quote blocks, I just took a piece of 9x12 mixed media paper and cut it in half, so I can do one that's done with watercolor blocks, which I might do that real quick after we finish the kitty up. Actually, while it's drying, I can do that. And with the colored pencils, why am I so dark all of a sudden? For the colored pencils, we'll do it in reverse. So we'll write our quote and then use the colored pencil over it, because colored pencils contain wax that will make it hard for your Sharpie to write, or whatever you're using to write your quotes. I just got to thinking, if we wrote the quotes out and then put them down and put the colored pencil over, that would work better. So I'm just going to do some random little blocks. And what I might do is we are just building the components that we haven't done any pages yet. None. We're doing this, what they call a card peek, where you take something from the front of a greeting card and do an ATC of a little watercolor of something that's featured on there. And we've carved stamps. I did a little sunshine, and before I came on, I did these leaves. So I'm going to use those, and I'm going to actually utilize my card that I pulled my inspiration from. I'm going to use it on the page along with my little cat. But while the cat is drying, while all of that is drying, I'm going to just quickly do, I'm going to quickly do some spots. And I mean, just take and do some spots with some water. And you got to keep in mind how big you write. I think I'm going to do 9 quotes on each page. So 9 with a watercolor background. And this has got a little bit of a blue hint to it because I just used blue crayons. And just get this a little wet. And then let's get some of this yellow. And let's do a red one. Don't worry if it splatters either. That adds more interest. That red's going to be hard to see through. If you let your watercolor dry, like these blocks of watercolor, if you let them dry and then come back and splash them with different colors, it really looks cool. Just saying. Janet says she'll work along in the replay. It's got to be very late for her. Let's do a pink one under this red. Oh, and it's turning purple. That's okay. It's purple. If I make copies of this, when I print them off, I like to do it on sticker paper because that's an easy to share item I can stick in Happy Mail. So after I do these and get them all ready to go and a quote written on them, I'll just go over there and scan them and print it on some sticker paper. And maybe I'll do a giveaway for the quotes. Would you guys like that if I did a giveaway for these quote things? And then that way I would put them on sticker paper, so all you would have to do is peel them off and use them. I think that would be a nice giveaway. I like that blue. Let's use it. Let's do the blue. Blue is kind of summery. And we'll just set these aside to dry. Of course, when I put them on the sticker paper, you'll still have to either rip them or cut them or whatever out, I think. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Nope, we got to finish our cat. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't say I was setting that aside. Let's see if I can clean some of this up here. Now, if I wanted to protect my little watercolor, I could do like I had done last week after the show. I did some little watercolors. I'll share this while that's still drying. And then I just used my laminating sheets and laminated my watercolors. And in doing so, the watercolors are all sealed inside. The only thing, you want to make sure that watercolor is good and dry because you don't want it to mold in there, you know. I did a couple more. I just can't find them in here. It's because I'm looking for them to share them. Oh, well. Oh, there's another little houses. And I had one more. There it is. It's there. And those are fun to do. And you just put them through the laminator. And some of these are done with the luggage tags. Like that one's done with the luggage tags. Got the little groove where the band would go through, or ribbon. But then these, you could just use them as tags or tuck-ins or whatever. And these mail really easy, and they won't get damaged when they're in the plastic. So let's get some color on our kitty real quick. And this looks like a little Calico Kitty. So let's see. We need black and a little brown. And it looks like she's brown along in here. She's got some brown on her head. And down in here. Whoop, I almost dumped it in my tea. A little rusty orange, yes. All I have is real orange, so let's see what we get. She is a calico. Ooh. Maybe grab some brown and mix with it. And my brush is falling apart. It's almost better if I grab a little bit of each. I better move this tea. Do they make matte laminating sheets? That is a good question that I don't know the answer to. It would be nice if they did. I don't know. Ooh, she's kind of creepy now. I'll fix her eyes in a minute. I think that's as good as that's going to get. All right. I'm going to let my kitty cat dry off to the side. And let's go ahead and grab this sheet that we're going to do the colored pencils with. And I'm just going to write it with a Sharpie. Whatever quotes I come up with, I need to leave this open to dry. Over here. So I'm going to get my phone and let me see. Google matte laminating sheets seem to exist. All right, that's good to know. If I missed anybody coming in, I'm sorry. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Hi, Allie. I missed you. And Janet says that Amazon has matte laminating sheets. So I guess you just got to make sure that's what it says in the description box. I'm going to just go to Pinterest and I'm going to type in summer quotes. And let's see if we can find some. If you guys want to put in some quotes, feel free to put them in. And anybody that wants to can copy them down. I'm going to just search for summer quotes. Or should it be summertime quotes? Maybe summertime quotes. I didn't realize my phone was nearly dead. I do this all the time to get quotes for different projects. Summer quotes. Here's one with Winnie the Pooh. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing at it every day. I think I'll skip that one. Oh, I like that one. It's Janis Joplin's quote. It's summertime and the living is easy. I like that one. So I'm going to write that one. And I have to remember to write small. And of course, I got a marker that doesn't want to write. Why do I keep those? Why don't I just throw them away? As soon as they quit writing, throw them away. All right. It's summertime. All right. Hi, Suze. Janet's running to get a pencil. All right, here's one. Some of the best memories are made in flip-flops, and that's a Kelly Elmore. I give her credit. It's Kellie, Elmore, Elmore. Hi, Rachel. All right, let's go back. Everything is fine when there is sunshine. I don't know if we want to use this one, but it's funny. Sunrise, sunburn, sunset, repeat. There shall be eternal summer in the grateful heart. Let's write that one down. Mina put that one up. There. Summer breeze makes you feel fine. Let's see here. Oh, I like this one. A summer I'll always remember with people I'll never forget. I like that one. Right? Mina's got another one, but it's probably going to get away from me. Y'all write those down that Mina's saying. I can't write fast enough. Oh, here's one. Every summer has a story. Of course, whoever wins a set of stickers is going to have to deal with my handwriting. Oh, here you go. Dance with the waves, move with the sea. Let the rhythm of the water set your soul free. Christy Ann Martine. I'll put that one here. Dance with the waves. Move with the sea. I'll put these quotes in a file in Phibbsville. Will that work for everybody? Hi, Lisa. Dance with the waves, move with the sea. Let the rhythm of the water set your soul free. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm having trouble keeping track of everything. And that was Christy Ann Martine. Now, since you are handwriting these, you could also add borders to them. So say I got these pretty close. Like this one, I have to add a border. I could do the X and a wave, an X and a wave, and an X and a wave, and an X. Like that. And then you can make your own borders up. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want to Etsy. I want to go back. It's taking me to Etsy. There we go. Oh, just that summer feeling. And then they put a heart at the top. So let's do a heart and put that summer feeling. Sunshine on my mind. Well, I like that one. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. The sun. Do, do, do. I'm just looking. None are catching my eye. Summertime is always the best of what might be. Charles Bowden. Summer is a state of mind. I've heard that one before. summer is a state of mind. And we've got room for a couple more here. Well, I don't know about that. My body hasn't been. It says life is better in a bikini. We don't need to go there. All right, here we go. The last one I'm going to put right here for this sheet, and then we've got to come up with 9 more. All right. The tans will fade, but the memories will last forever. Now, before I add colored pencils to this, I'm going to set it aside. Okay, I'll get that one. Oh, this is still wet. I've got to dry this watercolor a little before we try to write on it, or I'll ruin yet another Sharpie. Or, let's see. I really want that Sharpie to set up good before I start using my colored pencil. I'm going to use dryer here. I'll have to scroll back up to catch that one. Uh-oh. Now it's stuck in your head. You got an earworm, Kathy. All right. Now, some of these, if you wanted to, you could combine the stamps we just made with your quotes. So let's do that on some of these, and I'll add quotes next to some of them. Let's see. Of course, the yellow ones all need a sunshine, don't they? And they'll have to be short quotes because I didn't make these very big. So I could do a little quote next to that. And because we're near the side of a page, let's go off the edge so it's just part of it. Oh, it didn't get it very good. I can always go over it with a marker or something and make it darker so when I scan it, it'll be fine. Let's put a little border off the edge over here. I'm only going to use this once. It's just an idea. I think my ink pad needs to be rejuiced. So there we go. We got a little bit of something there. Actually, it might be good that they're light because then I can write over it. All right. Let me see. Go back up here to where it says. Is this the one I was just using? Let's see, from Mary. My ideal summer. Summer day was reading on the porch. And that was Harold E. Varmus. E. All right, let me see if I've missed any of the others. An itty bitty, teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. Isn't it funny how we look up quotes and we immediately turn to music? Is Ruth here? Hey, Ruth. We're looking up summer quotes. I'm making some sticker sheets I'm going to give away. I'm going to actually scan them, and then I can print them on sticker paper. Oh, I like this one. Every summer, like roses, childhood returns. Marty Rubin. This one doesn't give me enough room. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Let's do sweet summertime. Ah, la 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 la. Oh, here you go. Summer is my season. Let's do another one this way. That summer feeling. Everyone should believe in something. I believe I should go to the beach. Let's see. All right, let's put that one over here, Kathy. Oh, here we go. Friend, sun, sand, and sea. That sounds like a summer to me. I like that one too. Friends, sun, sand, and sea. Sounds like a summer to me. All right, we've got 3 left. Heliophilia. Desire to stay in the sun, love the sunlight. Heliophilia is a noun. That means a desire to stay in the sun. Love of sunlight. And then we need 2 more. Lazy, hazy, crazy. Days of summer. One more. I need something short. All right, here you go. Fact. There's no graceful way to get on a pool float. All right, so if you guys can tolerate my handwriting, we'll color this one in. But this is what I'm going to do for a giveaway tonight. Is I'm going to do sticker sheets that I will scan off, and you guys can cut them up however you want. I don't think I can get 2 side by side, but what I'll do is I'll cut them down to this size so that I can get them into a 6x9 envelope. I think I can get them in a 6x9 envelope. So let's put some color on this colored pencils and just color lightly. You don't want to press and use kind of a circular motion. You just want to put some color over top so that it looks interesting. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Comes the sun. This is sunshine on my mind, so that needs to be yellow too. The beauty of colored pencils is you do it lightly and go over it and over it, and you get a darker color. If you try to go for the dark color all at once, it's never pretty. Oh, I definitely want the heart to be red on this one here. Is this red? What is this? This is a red orange. We'll keep that. Don't forget the cake. Okay, and I'm just going to take orange. That looks brown. It says raspberry. My cup is blinking. It wants me to take a sip of water, but it's empty. How can I take a sip of water? For anybody that doesn't know, my sister got me this alarm. If you wait, it'll do it again here in a minute because I didn't take a drink. I didn't drink enough. It'll tell me I didn't drink enough. It'll flash again. If you don't like one color and it's not coming out, pick up another color and add to it. Then it looks like kind of like tie-dye. It'll light up here in a minute. Now this one, because I put a border on it, I want the correct color to go all the way past the border a little bit. Oh, I have time to go get some water. Well, I hope you guys are kind of enjoying this project, and in doing these little activities, what I wanted it to do is to make you realize you don't have to go out and purchase all this stuff. You can create your own stickers. You can create your own ephemera. You can create all of that on your own. I mean, it's grand that those products are out there and the companies are putting them out there, but sometimes when you create something on your own, it makes your journal that much more personal, you know? And isn't that what our journals are supposed to be? We're doing this one together, but if any of you want to keep some of what you put in your journal private, that's perfectly fine. That's your prerogative. This one I got really close to the edge. I kind of like the way colored pencil looks. You can get different effects by how much point you have on the pencil, because I think these two are just about the same color. I'll go get something to drink here in just a minute. I just want to get some color on these. And now this thing's not going to blink because I was going to let you guys watch it blink. I like orange here. Let's put a little bit different shade of orange around the perimeter. Wouldn't that look cool? I like that. Scott's been watching this excuse me, show or documentary or whatever here on YouTube of the girl that played Mary Ellen on the Waltons. She did a whole kind of storyline behind the scenes type thing of how that was made, and things they had to learn to be part of the show and that kind of stuff. He's been really, really enjoying it. This blue over here, it needs a little accent blue on the edge to bring it out. My grandmother loved the Waltons. We watched it every single week. Get your water. Jeez, I will. I'm on a roll right now. I'll go. I think my sister's done teaching summer school. I need to go visit with her. Maybe I can do an interview with her and she could talk to y'all about Roman pottery. Might have to do that. I'll have to hit her up and say, Robin, the people want to know about Roman pottery. Are you up for it? So just play around with your colored pencils. If you have some markers that you can write on top of and still have it be legible, go for it. All right, let me color this up a little bit more. In the good old summertime. Sometimes just adding a second color really brings out. Or even a third. Makes it look like a sunset. So just play with what you have on hand. Oh, the fireworks here in South Carolina generally go on for a week after each holiday. Of course, in the county where we live, there's actually an outdoor burning ban, so they really shouldn't be blowing any fireworks up, but there you go. All right, so these are the sheets. Go get a drink of water, and then I will print I'll print these off on sticker paper, and we'll take a little break, a little giveaway, and then we'll get started putting our pages together. I think we've done everything for the pages. Greg said he was going to make guacamole before he left for work. I wonder if he did. All right. I got my water. And because these will be flat, I can mail them anywhere. So even international, I'm going to print 2 copies so that I'll have one to play with and one to give away. Let me put some sticky paper in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's the next project for Quilts and More. Yeah. Yes, it's paper size. And we are going to, I did these with Janet. I forgot they were on the scanner. Those are going to be hard to mail anywhere, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Because they are very dimensional. Copy, color. That looks good. And see, what you can do is you can keep your original like a master board, and if you wanted to print these out again, you'd still have your master board. Or if you want to scan them and keep them in your computer, and then you can use them, you know, works for you. So, take a little break. I'm going to keep a copy and give a copy away. And I don't know what to do with these. We'll figure something out. I gotta figure out something to use those on. All right, so I'm going to give these away now. So when I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100, everybody can play. And we'll go from there. And I'll do random order, whatever. And these are on sticker paper. It's sticky backed paper. So when you get them, you can use them as stickers. And I'm just trimming them down so they'll fit in a large envelope. Wish I could get that thing to quit adjusting, but it's just gone. I'm going to get Scott to look at it when he's available. He's just not available right now. If he gets a job during the day, I could go on earlier in the day, in the heat of the day. And then that way in the evenings, I could be out working in the garden, yard, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to cut them apart. I'll leave that up to you, but the back does peel off. It will take some effort, but yeah. All right, is that all it wants to play? We only got 26 here. So, all right, I'm going to type in stop here in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and let's back up out of here. Clear all of that. Close that. Let's close everything. Come on. Come on. Clear it all. No, not Facebook. Aw. Showing me a picture of Kate at the last homely house. Picture of her kitty cats. All right. Random.org number generator. So 1 in 100. Reduce the lighting. And make it bigger. So that is 68. 68. Who was closest without going over? Kathy Whitney has 49. Oh, Mina had 68 right on the nose. So Mina, you get my handmade stickers. So woohoo! Let me put let's see. I need a note. The horror, Dee Dee. I don't have any Post-its handy. I'll remember. These are for Mina. I'll write it on the back. That's what I can do because it's sticker paper. You're going to pull this off anyway. How about that? Congrats to Mina. All right. Okay. So let's get our pages out. I've created quite the pile here. Well, that's my page 2. Where'd my other piece go? Did it fall on the floor? Y'all watched me paint 2 pages, did you not? Oh, there. All right, here's my page 2. Make sure this page is right up before you start decorating the back of it. Okay? And let's see here. I was going to utilize my image that I pulled my watercolor from. I'm just kind of laying this out. These are the images that I pulled that I thought were adorable. Look at this cat. So there's a cat here, a cat there. And then I've got this little red flower that I thought was really cute. And then I've got my stamps. I need to do some outlining on my kitty cat, I think, because he's looking kind of creepy at the moment. So let me do a little touch up on my kitty. So the next part of this is just to kind of put things together. And oh, I did also include some circles of the colors that are in this picture. I am not going to go through my paints this week and do the little shapes like we did last week, but if you want to, feel free. I just thought it would be neat to have maybe just some 3 little dots of color. Might put them closer together. But basically, it's your journal. You put it together any way you want to. This needs something more, and I need to put my rubber stamps on there. So I got to think about where I want to put the rubber stamp things. But I want to fix these guys because they're a little creepy. Her eyeballs are a little creepy. Okay, her post office is stupid. Make sure you write the letters real big. Okay. Uh-oh. What didn't you approve of, Mary? Uh-oh. So congrats to Mina. Oh, goodness. All right. I'm just going to put a few little guidelines real light here. Let me see if I can fix the kitty up a little bit. Oh, now she's got a big nose. Oh, well. It's like, leave it alone. It's going in my art journal. It doesn't matter. Right? I should have used a green marker. That would have made more sense. I think I've about killed these Posca pens. Enough. Good enough. I think I'm going to do a border on my pages. Set the kitty cat aside. Put a border around my pages. And I'm thinking I might spread some paint out really thin over here and stamp with paint instead of ink because I'm having trouble with the ink pads. So I will have to wash this immediately. So that I don't ruin this brand new stamp. And I'm just going to use a sponge. What are we doing on time? It's almost time to wrap this up because I like to have a little bit of a break between this and opening the room. It's not showing very much, but that might be good because it'll be kind of in the background. And I don't mind if it picks up some of the little what's it called? Matching up the ends is not as easy as I thought it would be. All right. So 3 of these makes it up the page. Now this one needs to go back this way. And maybe I can do this here. I don't know, can you guys see the leaves? Yeah, you can. I've got wet ones. I'm going to wipe this right off. But seeing where to line these up, I thought, oh, that'll be easy. Mary does it all the time. And one more should take me to the top of my page. Trying to think what I have that I can grab for supper real quick. What did Janet say? Oh, that'll be awesome, Janet. I'm just so glad that you like the replays. Here we go. In fact, I think I've got some wet ones down here. It might paint my stamp green. Did y'all notice that Packer Dye is back? But she doesn't go by Packer Dye anymore. She goes by, oh my, I can't remember what Packer Dye's channel is. But she's doing a show along with a gentleman once a week. It's like an interview show of each other, and they talk about art. It might be something y'all might be interested in. If not, it's there if you want to check it out. I think I want to add a yellow sunshine on my page here. And then I'm just going to add my components. And I didn't pick out a word, so I'll have to pick out something to put on this page. Now, next week, there's a couple things I have in mind. And one of them is utilizing tiny pictures. So they can be pictures of your family or friends, or if you want to just use magazine images, just little squares like the size of a tea bag tag pictures. So if you take your tea bag and you lay it over something, you could trace around it and cut it out. I have about 6 of those ready. They're about the size of an inchy. And I'm thinking we can figure out a way to make a film strip and put them in a mini film strip to put along one side of our page. Now, I have on my computer, it's a free-to-use photo editing called GIMP. And with GIMP, they have a little frame that you can choose that actually is a film strip. Yes, Diane Fago, that's it. Oh, please tell me this page is right side up. Oh, look, I like my little sunshine. And it is right side up. So, Mina, I might print you off some little sunshines on something to stick in your package, too. And you can cut them out and use them. Right now, I'm just trying to get that paint off before it dries. So, I'm getting a really bad shadow, but when I look at the screen, you guys look all right. Oh, I almost put the stamp in the water. I wanted to put this in the water. All right. So now I've got my backgrounds here. I'm going to run the heat gun just real quick. Let me double check. I'm so worried about putting something upside down. So you can put whatever you want on these 2 pages. You can use your ephemera from your weekend. I want you to make your journals your own. And feel free to take your journals whichever way you want to. It sounds like somebody was bonking on the door. Right, so I definitely want to use this kitty because it's just so cute. And I like the red flower. And then I loved my circles. So where do I want to put the circles? I've got a couple green ones and a blue one. It needs a word or something. Blue, yellow, and green. Like that, because that's got a little flower and bees on it. Might actually put it right on the side. That's what I'll do. All right, so I'm going to put the flower down first. And I'm just going to use glue stick, I think. Somewhere here I've got a glue stick. All right. So has everybody got their pages together, or at least written down the information so you can play along? I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to sign off, and everybody go have your dinner and everything, and then we'll meet in Phibbsville in the room over there at 7:30. So anybody that wants to is welcome. It almost needs summertime, summertime. Oh, our quote. I got to put up one of the quotes on here too. So put the kitty cat on. Oh, look, there's a bird on the other side, but I got it for the kitty cat. So that's what we're going to go with. You want to see a pro with a glue stick? That's Diane Fago, Packer Die. Isn't he cute? If I can sneak and get pictures of those kittens next door, I will. They're so stinking cute. Oh, my old boss that caught the kitten that was in the parking lot at Michael's, she caught him and she's found him a forever home. And I'm so happy about that because I was kind of upset that, we're already full of cats. So we can't take in anymore. I always have to tell my son, we can't rescue them all. And I told him today, I said, and that goes for your mother too, because I have to say it out loud or I'll end up bringing home. He said, I knew it. You and Dad are going to be crazy cat people. I was like, yeah, and you're right there with us. So what does that say about you, huh? Oh, you're so welcome, Rachel. And thanks for coming. Mary's got a lot of messages retracted. Everything okay? Am I missing something? I bought a bunch of these glue sticks. I'm glad I did. These actually work pretty good. This has got bees on it. Maybe next week we'll make some embellishments using tissue and our own whatever rubber stamps that you have. All right, Mary. I'm just going to kind of put this together, trying here. All right, then I've got my image that I made my ATC out of. I might cut it down so it's ATC size 2 or smaller. Maybe I'll just cut out what inspired me on this page. Because I want my ATC to okay. Oh yeah. There we go. I like that. I wish I had the adhesive that goes in my machine that has the lamination on it, because then it would be a done deal. It would be everything at once. Losing my mind tonight. I'm going to put the watercolor through the Xyron instead of using the glue stick, because I can't clean it up like I do this other stuff, with a wet one, because it'll make it all come off. That's why. I'm still here. I haven't signed off just yet. I want to add my kitty cat that I made on here, and I need to put some quotes or something on these pages. Oh, and we need to date it. Remember to date your pages. I might need to order a refill for my Xyron because at this rate, I'm going to be through my sticker paper. And always, always, if you want to add more to your pages, if you want to add some journaling or any of that, please feel free to do that, okay? You can add words, which I might, after I sign off, I might go through these words I pulled out of the magazine and add them. Okay, let's turn my little picture, and I'm going to lift it up a little bit so that I have room to put my date and signature down here. So today is July 7th, 7/7/2021, and then sign your work. All right. Let me see which one of these do I want to put on here. Let's see. I don't know which one I want to use. Let's do Every Summer Has a Story. And then you'll see what I mean about these are a little difficult to get off from here. But see, once you get it started, I like that right there. All right, guys, I'll leave mine at that. Y'all feel free to add to it. If you want to come on over to the room at 7:30, we can do show and tell there. And I'll see some of you later. Thank you so much for hanging on with me an extra 11 minutes over what I usually do. All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.